Hello everybody, Evelina here. It's day 41 of Authentic Transformation, and in today's video I want to talk to you about knowledge. Is knowledge really power? From as long as I can remember, I absolutely wanted to learn. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to be the person that knows everything and have all the answers. If there's something being discussed, I've always wanted to express my opinion. I've always wanted to know more and to have a broader vision of everything. That was one of the main reasons I absolutely loved studying history whenever I was in Bulgaria. But that would actually make me realize that there is no such a thing as history. There is actually historians. So whenever somebody is presenting certain information to you, they're actually giving you their point of view. And although this is some kind of a knowledge, it's really knowledge of the knowledge. So then you have to go deeper and deeper. So you have to do more and more research. And the more you go into it, then you understand that there is even broader things coming into that as well. So I came across the same thing when I started to look into food and how it affects us as human beings. And it was about maybe just over a year ago, shortly after I went vegan. I was standing in a queue in the bank, and there was a young mother in front of me, and she was talking to her baby, and then I just said, "Oh, what a lovely boy," and we just have a very easy conversation. During that conversation, I saw her giving her child a drink, which is a fruit shoot, which is one of the most toxic kids' drinks ever made. Firstly, because it's got aspartame, and secondly, because it's got sugar and it's totally artificial. And it's made in plastic bottle, which makes it even worse for kids or anybody who drinks it. So I made a mistake during this conversation, and I told her I would never give fruit shoot to my kids because it's so toxic. The moment I said that to the lady, she absolutely stopped talking to me, and I really felt that awful feeling when you've done something wrong, when you've said something wrong, and you really want to reverse it and change it back, but it was impossible to do because we were actually stuck in a queue. So she just turned around the other way, and obviously I never saw her again. But from that thing I learned something, and I think this will stay with me forever, is first of all, do not preach to people, and secondly, as much as knowledge as power is not really what you know, is how you use it. First of all, how you represent it to people, and secondly, how it affects your life. The knowledge that you have about your business, about your relationship, about the foods that you eat, first of all affects you. And then the best way to really teach people around you, friends and family and others, is by example. Preaching and giving lectures and trying to do it in a way that it's not really very working, it's a waste of time. If you want to do that, write a blog post, do videos, write a book or anything like that, and continue sharing this information, because there's always going to be people who don't know the answers that you know. And the more you want to learn, the best way also to learn something and to get more knowledge about it is to teach it to others. And this is really an amazing thing to do. I also understood that when I teach my kids to cook, I'm actually better at certain dishes because I really put the effort to show them every single thing and to actually realize. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about knowledge today, because as much as knowledge is power, what is really powerful is action. Because you get really empowered by taking action on your knowledge. It doesn't matter how much you know, it doesn't matter how much books you've read or anything like that. Nearly every single person that you talk to knows that artificial flavors are bad for them. And anybody knows that reusing plastics are also bad. Anybody knows that for example, breathing a polluted air could be really damaging for you. But if you continuously do it on yourself over and over, it wouldn't matter what you know. And that's why I really sometimes want to remind people, even if you just start doing what you know for yourself, or the advice sometimes that you give to other people is the advice that you should take yourself, which really helps as well. I know sometimes it's not maybe all the advice that we give, because it's so much easier to give knowledge to other people than to help ourselves. It kind of seems, I don't know, it seems to be an easier option. But once we start working on ourselves and really making us better example, being better parents, better in everything that we're doing, this will really affect others, this will empower you. And of course, that's how the real knowledge matters. Knowledge is power, but what is really powerful is action. So with that being said, thank you once again for watching my videos. I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye for now.